For this week's Equip Tip, we're going to look at the spiritual discipline of worship. Specifically, why it's a spiritual discipline. Remember, a discipline is something we need to actively choose to do. Sometimes pushing ourselves to do. Not always because we want to, but because it's good and right. Now, there are days when the right song is being sung, or when we've seen the most wonderful answer to prayer, or a beautiful truth from God's Word came at the perfect time, when worship comes quite naturally. Like in so many choices, though, we are often motivated even then by our feelings. If we only worship God when we feel like it, the worship falls pretty flat. Imagine if you only stayed faithful to your spouse if you felt like it, or if you only fed your children if you felt like it, or only went to work if you felt like it. But we stop and understand why each of these are right and important actions. We value something that pushes us past the feelings into an active decision to do what's right. The Bible is clear. God deserves glory. He deserves to be appreciated, valued, celebrated. Now, one day when you experience God on the new earth, you won't have to try to get your feelings to help you worship. But for now, if we're singing a song and you don't feel like worshiping, first make an active decision that you're going to obey by worshiping anyway. And then search the words of the song to find how the song is trying to help you worship. Worship in prayer by thinking about who God is, what God has done. And it'll begin to happen in your prayer as well. Let's leave it at those two ways for now, looking for the worship in the lyrics and worshiping in prayer. Let's leave it at those because it certainly won't be the last Equip Tip on worship, so we don't want to throw everything in all at once.